Alright, folks, back at it again. Third time's a charm. Who gives a shit? We're here live for the 2021 March Madness bracket predictions, as promised. And as you see, we got an Ohio State homer one. We got a testing just feeling out the tournament. I got about two other ones, two to three to five other ones on the ESPN app. We're doing this on the March Madness Live app, the one where you can watch every game via your tablets, apps, phone, laptop, desktop, whatever the fuck. I'm sure there's an app on the TV too. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into the King Caleb podcast one. Um, Gonzaga, obviously they're gonna win this one against who I believe Appalachian State. I feel like they're gonna upset Norfolk. That doesn't matter though, because Mark Few's gonna have the boys coached up. Jalen Suggs. I mean, we all love Kate Cunningham, but he's definitely the second best player, if not, if you want to argue first player in the nation. But yeah, we're gonna have to go back and forth here on ESPN, not ESPN, but just fucking Wikipedia. But yeah, Corey Casbert has been going off to Newhard. There's a reason why they're undefeated, folks. And yes, you could say the competition that they play isn't that good per se, but they've been on a roll, beating BYU by 10, who we're gonna talk about later on, as you guys can see here. Just their schedule. Their schedule. Wow. Yeah, I mean, none of these games have relatively been close, and I don't see it for this one. Okay, we got Oklahoma in Missouri now. Nice little old school Big 12 matchup. Of course, Missouri is in the SEC. Didn't make it too far in the tournament. I believe they lost in the semis. I could be completely wrong. Let's check. But yeah, I mean, Oklahoma has been as high as seventh this year. Really, really shocking that happened. But they lose in the finals. They must have lost in the finals then. I thought it was Alabama, Tennessee though. Dear God, people. This is what happens when I don't watch basketball until the last fucking week. So yeah, they had to lose in the semis then, or even the quarterfinals. They lost to Arkansas, who lost to Tennessee, I believe. This is just random. I don't know what. I don't know what order this is even in. What is this? They're not even. Okay, people, I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma because they've been playing the best or the better basketball, especially on defense, this fucking year. So now we got Grambling State, Creighton. McDermott wishes their low key, high key racist coach, talking about plantations and all that dumb shit. I don't know, weirdo, fucking weirdo, I tell you. But yeah, versus UC Santa Barbara. The first take, I was like, who the fuck is this? This is a middle school rec team, especially with their logo. If you see that, it's like, what is that? But yeah, UC Santa Barbara, obviously. You always got to watch out for these 5 versus 12 seeds. I don't think it will be this matchup, though. We will talk about the ones later on. I got Creighton in this one. They're just, the all around better team, well coached, coached enough. But yeah. Upset alert, folks! First of the fucking tournament, we got the Ohio Bobcats versus the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia is such a hard team to fucking analyze, especially the past couple of years, because one year they'll be the number one overall seed and lose to a 16 seed, the only team to ever lose to us, the only number one team to lose to a 16 seed, and then the next year they'll win the whole fucking thing. Ohio on a roll, though they've been playing well as of note. This is their first tournament in a long time. So, with that being said, I'm still going to pick Virginia. Again, just better, well coached, better team all around, but watch out for a while. We got the winner of Wichita State and Drake, which I will predict is Wichita State. I don't think it's going to matter because I think the Mosley brothers are on a roll. Mobley, dear God. And Mosley, I've been watching Last Chance U, so I have that in the mind. But yeah, Evan Mobley and his brother have been going off. Let me quadruple check. I'm not an idiot. I know that this is my man's name. Yeah, Isaiah and Evan Mobley. Both probably going to definitely leave this year. Let me cancel that before we ruin the whole fucking bad guest. But I think they have the potential, excuse me, to go on a lengthy run here. And see, the funny thing is, I'm not as in depth into the players and the teams as I have in years past, just because, bored laziness and, the shit I talk about on the regular podcast. But I mean, with these tournaments, it doesn't matter how big of an analyst you are, you're going to get more than half of these fucking games wrong. Yeah, so Kansas, let's see what's self got going on over here against Eastern Washington, who we're not going to pick to win, obviously. But I just need to see the fucking players that they got. I don't think they won the Big 12 championship. I believe that was Baylor. Again. Kentucky and Duke, both not in the not in the playoffs this year. The brackets, dear God. Yeah, but Oche, Ajabaji, obviously. Yeah, so obviously, Jalen Wilson, Marcus Garrett. I mean, they got athletes. They always do. It's not as dominant as they have before in past years. Not just nothing but 5 stars. But they got a good enough roster with self to coach them up. I don't see them losing many round 1 matchups. But nevertheless, we got Kansas advancing, Oregon VCU. This is going to be another close game, I feel like. And VCU has been on a couple of rolls these past couple tournaments, so we're going to pick VCU on the upset because, of course, again, you need to pick these upsets here and there because it's not just going to be chalk for all of this shit. And then finally, Iowa versus Grand Canyon University. For the longest time, I thought they were a fucking online school because all you ever see of them is their commercials that you can apply online and have an online degree and all that shit. But I guess they fucking play basketball. Garza and them boys, though, Iowa, I have them. I think they're going to go on a very deep run for now. And, yeah, we got Mount St. Mary's, Texas Southern. As it pains me to say, I feel like Mount St. Mary's might have some rosaries in their clutches for this one. I feel like they're going to sneak out. And then it's going to be the lesser of two evils, Mount St. Mary's versus Michigan for me. I don't know which one personally. We're going to pick Michigan. With Liver out, it's gonna be rough. But if they still got Dickinson, that bitch, and Wagner, and if Homeboy is shooting, dear God, I hate these fuckers so much. I forget their names. Yeah, Livers is gonna be weird. Livers. Eli Brooks, dear God, Eli Brooks, and fucking where the fuck is this nigga at? He's 13, number 13. Dear God, Shondy Brown, dear God, 15, dear God. Anyway, they went. If they're not hitting shots, it's gonna be a struggle for them. In Livers, obviously makes their offense clicking and gelling and whatnot. But if Franz can picks it up, and Brandon Johns, of course, if they can step up while he's out, Eli Brooks too, if he can shoot the ball, they're not gonna have problems. I mean, not in this game, regardless, but we're down the stretch. Okay, we got LSU versus fucking Saint Boniver. Like, who are these teams? The fucking Bonnies, guy. I don't. Another thing, I forgot. More than half these teams have had COVID, and some of these motherfuckers haven't played in like months and weeks and all that shit. That being said, LSU has better athletes. I'm just gonna pick them for this game. But they're talking about Florida State, and I forgot that these motherfuckers, they started 14-3, and then they've been 2-3 since, meaning they haven't played within like a month or two. By the way, another stat about Ohio: they made it to the Sweet 16 in 2012 as a 13th seed. So watch out for that. I'm too cautious to not pick them right now, but who I will pick, who has been on fire, is Georgetown. They won the Big East. Obviously, you hear the beating Colorado, by the way. Patrick Ewing, dear God, the whole Madison Square Garden controversy, whatever the hell that was, I don't know, don't really care, because how the fuck do you not know a guy who's literally, his name is up on the rafters? But nevertheless, they got him playing motivated, and they're on a good run. They have the momentum on their side. Colorado, I just don't. I mean, Pac-12 basketball is pretty average regardless. I mean, if Oregon State's winning it, yeah, I just don't have faith in them at all to do anything really in this here fucking contest. All right, then you got UNC Greensboro, the Golden Knights, I believe, and Florida State. The new game is, do I have the mascot names right? The Spartans, I guess. That's yeah. This guy, folks, is who Florida State is playing now. Coach Hamilton, obviously, for Florida State, is known for losing the big games, or at least that's what Reddit tells me. I got Florida State winning this here fucking contest, and again, it's just really what some of these matchups. It's just it's an athletes thing. Like, if you have the better athletes, especially for the earlier rounds, I'm gonna pick you. Scotty Barnes is a good player. You got fucking MJ Walker. Balza Koprivica, but Koprivica, dear God, but Koprivicia, I don't know. I've never seen these fuckers play in my life. I don't know why I'm acting like I've sat down and watched a full game of any of these motherfuckers. This is probably going to be one of the most uneducated podcasts you'll ever fucking hear, but I don't care. It's kind of funnier this way. But yeah, I got Florida State winning this contest. Then you got Michigan State and UCLA. I believe Michigan State is going to win this here contest. Believe it or not, folks, they have beaten every number one seed in this tournament besides Gonzaga. How they're an 11th seed then after that is, I mean, they're losing to teams like Northwestern and Rutgers and all that shit. But granted, Rutgers is in. Burp, belch, I don't know what that was. I apologize if you heard that nonsense. But regardless, I got BYU. I think they were up by 14 on Gonzaga. Now they choked it away. But they're a hard-fought team. When you watch them, they fight hard, they get rebounds, they hustle. Insert basketball cliches here. I just have a good feeling about this. This is really just a good feeling about this. We got another Bible thumper here with Albine Christian versus Texas. I believe this is a all Texas matchup. I believe Albine Christian is in Texas. My boy Andrew Jones. Shout out to Andrew Jones. I've been a fan of his for a long time. Now, I've actually seen, because he's like damn near a senior now. And obviously he had that heart issue, unfortunately. But they're back now. And obviously Shaka Smart's one of the better coaches in the... Is he not playing? Did he not play this year? Matt Coleman's good. But, yeah, there he is. What the fuck? I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I've seen him, like, when they played Baylor, I watched. But yeah, Andrew Jones is a monster. Matt Coleman. They have a great backcourt. They really do. One of the better backcourts, I believe, in the nation. That's why I have them going on a long run. I got Texas beating Albine Christian. Let's make sure this is indeed a team that resides in Texas. I believe it is. Yeah, Albine, Texas. No shit, Caleb. Listen, that state is so fucking big. I live in Ohio. We have 85, 88 counties that we gotta fucking remember, and then 88 to 200 cities within those counties that we have to remember. Texas, I'm sure, is the same way. I'm not remembering all these little fucking cities. UConn and Maryland, folks. Maryland has won 6 out of the last 3, or dear God, 6 out of the last 9 straight. UConn won the Blue Bloods. They're a 7th seed though in a Big East conference. That's it's kind of average this year. You know, you got Georgetown winning as a 12th seed. I've been picking UConn in literally every tournament, but I think just for the sake of it, I'm gonna, I guess, pick another 10 seed. Yeah. I don't know how anyone can watch this podcast, by the way. But, yeah, we got Maryland facing the winner of Iona. The Iona Gales, the old fucks, in Alabama. Like, this is fucking football. Alabama's been a good basketball team past three years, really. You know, you got to give it to Nate Oates, who's been a pretty good coach for a while now. Obviously, he used to coach Buffalo, and they were always in the fucking tournament. Especially those couple years, they won games in the tournament. John Penny and these niggas are the exact same face. Jaden and Javon. I mean, like, that's him, but we're gonna call him Javon. Yeah, these niggas just... I don't know what the fuck that was about. But again, Alabama's the better team. They've been one of the better teams all year. They were in the bubble for a first seed, a #1 seed, weeks ago. But yeah, we're gonna probably speed these ones up here. We got Baylor and Hartford. We're gonna pick Baylor, and this is why. Just one to familiarize myself with these players, or at least to remember. Scott Drew, another good coach. Obviously, I mean, coaching matters in college way more than fucking dear God. In college more than the NBA. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at Chris's Final Four. He has Illinois, Ohio State, Iowa, Alabama. Very interesting. I mean, it's always dude. This is the best year, or the best time of the year, man, for basketball. It's March Madness, so it's like this is where you know everyone's names because this is the biggest moments. You know, you want them to step up and see. Yeah, Davion Mitchell, Matt Mayer, dude. When I was watching them against Texas, he's one of these goofy white dudes that can ball, man. I'm telling you, he might be the most impressive one just because you don't think he's gonna you don't think he's gonna be the one that's going off. But then you guys got Jordan Turner and Mark Vidal. He doesn't play it much at all, but or does he? I don't fucking know. Again, Davion Mitchell though, good, good. They got a good backcourt. They got a good. Yeah, try to say his name, folks. I'm gonna let you. I'm not even gonna try. But he's a good big cleanup guy in the middle. Bill Rafter and shit. I got Baylor playing this one. UNC and fucking Wisconsin. I feel like Wisconsin also. I mean, they played in the tournament, but they haven't. I feel like they haven't played in like a month. North Carolina going on a roll to end the season, so I'm gonna have them. One of the few blue bloods that actually made it this year. And then another one with Villanova and Winthrop. People, these are fucking community colleges getting in. I don't know. These are private high school Catholic schools getting in. I don't get it. They ruin everything. But we got Nova, man. Never counting out Jay Wright. He's going to have them boys coached the fuck up. Then you got the Mean Green of North Texas versus Purdue. Purdue is a very good, solid team. Took us to overtime. With my boy, what's his face? I hated when he played us, but he was working us like he was fucking Hakeem Olajuwon in the post, making Key look fucking silly. Awkward silence, folks. He's number 50. Yeah, Trayvon Williams. He was going off. Jaden Ivey's pretty good. Zach Edey, he's just big as fuck. You just put him out there just because he's 7'4". He'll block shots. And all that nonsense. Eric Hunter, Wheeler. They got good enough bench players. This is another team who I feel like could go on a run here. Purdue advances. Texas Tech, Utah State. Upset alert. Upset alert. Upset alert. Utah State is a very good team, a very respectable, established school out in the Mountain West. They usually, more times than not, sneak into these tournaments, if not, being one of the first four, last in, that bullshit. Texas Tech, though, was in the Final Four championship game a couple of years ago, actually. And losing to Virginia ultimately. The matchup we were talking about when Virginia was playing. This is a very, very tough one. I haven't picked an upset yet. I'm going to roll the dice and say Utah State. Fuck it. I've had Texas Tech for the most part in all of these, but Utah State I think has enough in the tank without watching either one of them or knowing any of their players. to win this here Folking contest. Hey, upset alert again, Colgate. Oh my god, they're showing this shit where UMBC beat them. But yeah, Colgate and Arkansas, folks. We got the motherfucking Arkansas out of no. I mean, like, who would have thought? Now these guys deserve being highlighted. Um, who knew that they'd be good at basketball ever, let alone now? But yeah, man, you got Connor Van Nord, DC Sills, Justin Smith. Justin Smith sounds familiar, I believe. He'll be going into the NFL draft. NFL, dear God. NBA, I have that on the mind clearly. But yeah, they got a good little roster, as you guys can see here. Pause whenever you want to really know who the fuck any of these people are. Head coach Eric Musselman, dear gosh. But yeah, they got a good squad. I feel like they're gonna go a long way too. I mean, it's funny, just a team called Colgate. Again, this is a fucking toothpaste team that they've assembled to play basketball. I got Colgate. Okay, Florida Virginia Tech, another good matchup. But I've been picking too many Tims. I got Florida just because, again, better athletes. Virginia Tech hasn't been impressive past couple of years, sneaking in to these damn tournaments. I don't know. Oral Roberts, another fucking Bible thumping, forcing religion onto the heathens. God, leave me alone, please. It's not my fault. I haven't done anything. All right, leave me alone. No, but this isn't a this isn't a Catholic school anyway. But not that I'm some atheist or anything. But of course, I'm gonna go with my fucking Buckeyes, the only team that I can actually break down and establish. We're every year, man. They are the most frustrating team I root for, man. They're so inconsistent. What the hell is she doing? Tracy Wolfson. They're replaying the Virginia UMB whatever the fuck team. The Hounds of Justice, whatever the fuck they are. This is such an ADHD fucking podcast. This is gonna be unnecessarily long. No one's gonna fucking listen to it. Not that you should. Not that you should. But yeah, man, we're so inconsistent. Dwayne Washington, lights out, cold-blooded shooter, makes difficult shots, but he also, because he does that, he throws up some of the dumbest shit you'll ever see in your life. Liddell will look like a fucking monster. He'll look like Kareem one play, and then 2 plays later, he'll try to choke away the game by causing turnovers. We're so terrible in the last 2 minutes. It's going to be a tough ride as my battery is dying. The Retrievers, that's what they were called. Yeah, every game it's going to be annoying. But we got Ohio State winning this one. Someone picked Oral B to upset us, which, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd have to throw away the whole TV. But yeah, Kofi Cockburn, Ayo Dazunumu, Ayo, you know the fuck I'm talking about, people. He may or may not win the Naismith Award. He's been playing like one of the best players in college basketball. Andre Curbelo. See, I've watched these teams. Trent Frazier is also one of the better players. This is a championship roster, folks. They really got anything and everything you need. Maybe not the best lights out shooter, but they still got people who can shoot. Drexel, please stop. Cool little logo. And little stats right there, but that's about it. Loyola, Chicago, and Georgia Tech. They're going to be hyped and motivated to beat Illinois, to face them and beat them. That being said, I got Georgia Tech winning this. They haven't been to the tournament since 2010, which I was surprised with. But nevertheless, we are going to pick them to do it. Tennessee, Oregon State. Tennessee went to the SEC championship game. Oregon State won the Pac-12 tournament. That's how they're even in this shit to begin with. I'm checking and seeing what other number fives we've picked. Nova. This is definitely upset alert the next couple games. Shit, the next 3 games. Hell, every last one of these games I could see an upset happening. But just to be contrarian, I guess, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna pick Tennessee. They got the better athletes. Oklahoma State, Liberty. I'm telling you, folks, Liberty. Sneaky good sports at sports school. All right, you saw how good the football team was, and I feel like Liberty's always in the tournament, always winning their conference. Cade Cunningham is the best player in basketball, collegiately. It's going to be a tough one. I think I picked every 4 seed to win. I could definitely see this being an upset. I don't know why, but I got Oklahoma State winning this one. Syracuse, San Diego State. San Diego State, respectable conference, respectable team. Always winning the Mountain West, it seems like. I got Syracuse, though, just because we need another upset somehow in here. Huggins in West Virginia, playing good basketball. Again, don't know how, don't know why. Utah State is 28. I feel more confident about that pick. But yeah, man. Moorhead's a great defensive team. Defensive efficiency, as you can see. True shooting percentage, all that nonsense. I feel like I should have been doing this for like all these picks. That being said, we're going to pick West Virginia here. Let's not be too crazy. Clemson, Rutgers, we're going to pick Clemson just because we picked 2 other 10 seeds. We got to even it out. Houston, Cleveland State, shout out to the Vikings for even getting in. But Houston has been on a roll for the past couple of years, really. They're one of the more respectable teams, especially out of the American Conference. Now we got the round of 32. Gonzaga, Oklahoma. Let's go with Gonzaga. Creighton, Virginia. I'm feeling Creighton, people. The racist, he's really gonna up the ante for these kids. USC, Kansas. I haven't done this in these picks, but I got USC advancing to the Sweet 16. VCU, Iowa. Let's be real. Iowa. The fucking Hawkeyes. I don't know why I said it like that. Michigan, LSU, folks. Well, yeah. I mean, they're going to give them a fight, but I feel like LSU is going to win this contest. Florida State and Georgetown. This is another game I could see going to the wire. And I don't think we've picked Georgetown to... Let's go to Florida State. Fuck, I almost picked Georgetown, but I can't do it. Texas and BYU. This is going to be a great game, but I feel like Texas has enough. Maryland, Bama, I think it's not gonna be close. Baylor, UNC. Baylor's just been the better team. Nova, Purdue. I think Jarrett has something up his sleeve. Let's just say fuck it. Utah State and Arkansas. This is gonna be a very interesting game. If this happens, I think Arkansas at the end of the day is better athletes. Ohio State, Florida. This is going to be another very close game, but I think Ohio State edges out Florida. They just have too much for them. What just happened, folks? Dear God, Illinois, Georgia Tech. I don't think that one's going to be relatively close. Tennessee, Oklahoma State. I think Tennessee. I think they're the better all-around team. Syracuse, West Virginia. Going to be interesting, but I got West Virginia. And then Houston, Clemson. I got Houston winning that fucking contest. Sweet 16 time, boys. We got Gonzaga and Creighton. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. USC, Iowa. This is going to be a good game if this happens, but I got Iowa winning this one. Michigan, Florida State. This is where, if they don't get livers back, that this can bite them in the butt. But I got Michigan. Bama, Texas. I got Texas winning this, yeah. I don't think I picked Bama to lose this early, but I got the Longhorns. I just love that backcourt. And Shaka Smart, he's been here before. That's another thing you got to remember. Nova, Baylor. This could be another good contest, but I think I got Baylor winning this one. Arkansas, Ohio State. I could definitely see us losing. I feel like when we're at our best, though, we are better than these motherfuckers. Illinois, Tennessee. Tennessee is going to lose. West Virginia, Houston. I got Houston winning this contest. Elite 8 time, boys. Gonzaga, Iowa. I don't know what that was. Another good contest, but I got Gonzaga winning this one. Michigan, Texas. This is where I think Michigan's going to slip up and just miss the Final Four. I'm telling you guys, I just got a good feeling about Texas. And that's just from making this video, not from anything else. No other bracket I have them going this far. Baylor, Ohio State. I feel like Baylor's just been the more complete team, more consistent team all year. I got my Buckeyes losing, getting out of the Final Four, unfortunately. And then Illinois and Houston, H-Town. I got Illinois, man. Final Four. This is a very interesting Final Four that I haven't had before. And it's mostly just with Texas coming out of their division. So Gonzaga and Texas. It'd be a really good game, but I got Gonzaga. Baylor, Illinois. I picked Illinois every time. And this, to me, I feel like is the championship game. It's just who is really the best team. All-around complete team. It's going to be tough, folks. I picked... These are the only two teams I picked. Without the Ohio State homerism shit. I also did a women's tournament. I just remembered that. Completely random. I'm going to pick Illinois for this one, folks. Tiebreaker, I'm thinking 86-81. This has been the King Kale Podcast predictions. What the fuck? What didn't I pick, people? Oh my god. Yeah, we picked Kansas to win. Anyway, that's my Final Four. Gonzaga, Texas, Baylor, Illinois. I got Illinois winning it all, folks. This has been your boy King Caleb here, signing the fuck out.